Down, 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 down. Just move your hand way into his heart. What would it take just for me to have it all? Time for a test. Just a little test. Time for a test. Just a little test. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yes, Bloodseeker heard the test. Alright, here we go. Please enter my name. I'll leave you be. Oh God. I have to imagine all the voices over again. Oh no. Oh no. Well, better get crunk for this. And by crunk, I mean drunk. What's the K stand for? Ketamine. I don't even know where I got ketamine. I just have ketamine, I think. Just Yoda gave it to me. Oh, man. Today.
Hey!
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. In other words, he's a dick. He's a dick. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again! But I caught you this time!
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me! That's mean, Gliitchzz!
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine.
Oh my God, it's Suki Unmei! How you doing? How's it going? I have not... Is my voice that bad? Is my voice that bad? Is that for the AUG? Is that because of my voice? Yes. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me give it a few tries and a neck pinch or two.
But you did wait for me after all.
No, I just keep going back to those voices.
But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Gliitchzz, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already I'm not really interested in joining in any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
And that's not true! You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Because it's easier just to tell the idiot, yes, you're right. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy about it, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. God damn, it's hard to maintain this voice that I'm trying to make up on the spot. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Jesus Christ. But either way, Suki Unmei, how you doing? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We going back to our roots, but with a plus this time. You know, I'd probably be able to do women voices better if I didn't smoke a fucking carton a day. Blender pain right now. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Blender's a little bit of a bitch. I tried it, but I couldn't get my head around it. I don't know. I'm still not used to 3D models or shit like that. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things up, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd caught you coming into the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in.
Show me them titties.
Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Hello, bumbling jumbly. How you doing? How's it going? Damn, it's been a hot minute. I love sociopathic anime girls. Spoilers. Spoilers. How would anybody know about that? How would anybody know? So, when it comes to the girls of Doki Doki, I am torn between all four of them. I love Monica because of her talent and dedication. I love Sayori because of her upbeatness when talking to me. I love Natsuki because she loves manga. And I love Yuri because she's got purple hair and big tits. Whispering Paladin! Holy shit, that name I do recognize. Holy shit, it's been a hot minute. Did you see what I did there? I'm sorry, I just used your name as a pun. I swear to God, my neighbors are fucking doing something. All valid choices. Exactly.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Mimi.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. All valid choices. Thank God you understand, Whispering Paladin or Polly. You got too many names to go off of now. You're like a fucking hooker running away from the pimp. Like, I got like 10 fucking names. I'm not speaking from personal experience. I'm not running away from a pimp. I don't have 10 different names. It's 11. No, it's 10. No, stop it. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. They're gonna find me. Well, bye guys. Time to change my name. I know it's because Polly comes from when I was like 10 and I changed it a few. Yeah, I know. I kind of figured. We all aged up a lot. We had an anime time skip. And during that anime time skip, I did not fare well. No, I did not. But now it's time for the new anime time skip where I do fare well. Okay, let's get... Before I get too depressed. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Also, Literature Club sounds buns. Hell yeah, it sounds buns, if buns means cool. I love literature. Recently I've wanted to read, Ovid's Metamorphosis. I've been looking at ordering it on eBay or going to fucking Barnes & Noble and see if I can find it. Because I need to add more books to my collection. I was kind of also thinking and wondering if Google Books had it. But I really want Ovid's Metamorphosis. I think Lit itself is rad. It's just something about a club. Okay. Look on thrift books. Never heard of thrift books. I'll definitely look at that though, because I also go to a store called Half Price Books. Oh, great store. They got video games there. They got books there. Oh, they got records there, which, yes, during my anime time skip, I got fat and got into records. I have like 10 punk records. It's great. I love Sum 41 and Blink 182. I also have a My Chemical Romance one. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Oh, fuck you, main character. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much, anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. How many times have we been over this? I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's as cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I will stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Narrator here. How do I even know? I'll just tell you how I know. I'm from the future. Fuck. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the stairs, or across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. Call me Big Member. I glance around the room.
Well, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always has nice things about you. Seriously, you proud boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Gliitchzz, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls! Oh, yeah! Okay, that made me lightheaded. I got too bonerific there. That should be the word of 2026, bonerific. If my camera was on, you'd see me staring off into space at nothing.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki. Humph.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Gliitchzz.
Monica smiles sweetly and juts that ass out for my dick. It's going in. We do know each other after all. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Get more vodka in me. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica?
Come, sit down, Gliitchzz. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next. I wanted to sit next to Monica! I'm okay. I just wanted to sit next to Monica. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray. Wait, do I have a... Let's try to get some sound effects in this. I don't even know if you could hear that. Hold on, let me get it closer. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Dang, I wish I could keep watching this in a moment. Aw, thank you, Polly. That means a lot to me. But I have to get up early tomorrow. Have a good rest of your stream. Well, considering I've got tons more vodka and beautiful girls, it's going to be a great stream. I'm so lonely. I love you. I love you, Monica. Please love me back. No, I'm kidding. But either way, well, maybe we should stop calling you Paul. I'll just call you Jumbly. Jumbly's a good new name. Either way, Jumbly, thanks for stopping in. It means a lot. I love talking to you. Thank you so much for stopping in. Good luck getting up early in the morning. Always a task and a half.
Bye bye.
The whiskers are I read that.
So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just here you take one.
Sayori grabs one first. Then Monica. I follow.
That's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full. I remember that, that's why I did that. And has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice sneaky glances in my direction.
Is she waiting for me to take a bite?
I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before? What do you mean? No, seriously, what do you mean by haven't I heard this somewhere before? This is my first time opening this version of DDLC. It doesn't know, does it?
Made them for you or anything?
I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
Well, maybe. But not for you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Wow, you keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea, I say, lying through my teeth.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you want to consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? I'll show you a debate. I could show you a master debate, actually.
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling my dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri nods, also in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in the effort to start something brand new.
I know that.
Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature.
More vodka!
You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best! You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls. I'm secretly touching their titties on my computer screen. That's not really a secret if I say it out loud, is it? Come on, give me another grab, Yuri. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Gliitchzz, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Nah, not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is really amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly compassionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes you to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror! Oh, why's that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right. Usually you like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! Oh, give that back!
Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Oh my god.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing you the deepest reaches of your heart.
Oh god. The alcohol is coursing through me. I can feel its power. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Double 4 eyes face, yes. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
Do. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Gliitchzz?
Monika smiles warmly at me once again. She's the one who wouldn't call my dick small. I want her. Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I've never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I thought, huh, Gliitchzz.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Gliitchzz, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. God, my throat. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Gliitchzz, since we're already here, did you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. I don't see no problem with it.
Yay!
When a smile says it all in this world. I forgot the lyrics. Forgot the lyrics. Okay, with that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Oh, my sweet, sweet Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure that good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Well, doesn't seem like I can impress Monica, so... Ribbon? Ribbon. Okay, it looks like we're going with Natsuki. Milk? Okay, cool. Yeah, candy definitely had to be her. Marshmallows, her. Okay, I just kind of want to select explode. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Lollipop. Doki Doki. Bubbles? Oh, this is a shame. I don't think I've actually gone down the Sayori route. Shit. And I don't really know what Sayori would want. So good at Natsuki, though. Natsuki's easy. Really? I just got an achievement for spending too much time in the selector for the poem. Effulgent. Oh God. It's already time to do the voices again.
Hi again, Gliitchzz. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Gliitchzz. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Ah, come on, like he deserves any slack.
Sayori... Oops, wrong voice.
Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Don't worry, guys. Gliitchzz always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with the busy work even without me asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. Oh, how dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Gliitchzz can become good friends too.
Sayori!
Hmm?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's nothing really.
What is it?
Never mind.
Sayori, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I just got a text. Second of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Just like them titties, girl. Don't cover them titties, girl!
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Well, Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Yeah. Well, You can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Amanda to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Ugh!
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You, looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else just keeps messing it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit that you're really into it until you figure out if the other person stands. Well, I love manga, and I read manga, and I have a subscription to Shonen Jump, so I can read all the Shonen Jump manga I want. And then, when it's something like Full Metal Alchemist that's not in Shonen Jump, I just go to a website where I can read it anyway, because I don't know where else to read Full Metal Alchemist. How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pulled it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns a box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I can agree with that. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Speaking of box sets, I still don't have my full box set of Inuyasha. Fuck that shit. I need it. I need it. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the glassroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Gliitchzz. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact...
Oh god, my throat. Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking, animated, feminine poses. I just noticed my mouse is right on Natsuki's tit. Nipple click. It's exceedingly moe. Moe, cune. What the fuck is that from?
Don't just stand there.
What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together, like close together.
Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Damn it. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either, but she could always sit on my lap. It'd be really easy to read then. I'm sorry, she loves manga. Not that I could say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice-of-life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot?
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's this really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get onto their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really when it makes it come so good.
My throat.
There are so many touching parts.
Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Haha. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean?
Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you yet at your full power.
Good save.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well...
Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something.
Yeah. What does that matter?
It doesn't, I was just curious. You enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I just happened to be getting into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
Like me? Just because I read hero mangas doesn't mean I'm obsessed with being a hero. Except it does. Definitely not a coincidence. Thanks, MC. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? She looks like a puppy dog. A pink eviscerated puppy dog. Let's see if I can do that voice better. Oh, you look like a puppy. A blonde eviscerated puppy. We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. She looks kind of like a puppy dog alien. It's not to say it's not adorable. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get any of my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch him in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, and much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Oh, reference that no one's gonna get because I'm old. So I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? So, okay, but it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. Probably beat me and feed me to wolves. The wolves would be really upset because they didn't get much to eat. But you know, there it is. That's why it's here in the club room, so wolves don't eat me. Except Monica was a jerk. I just can't win, can I?
Well, poor baby. I'm sorry. No, I don't mean poor baby sarcastically. I genuinely feel sorry for her. Is this that human emotion called compassion? And once again, that's probably another reference that no one will get. Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves all of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough! Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter!
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready for today's poems?
Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse?
Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Well, yeah, but Monica just said...
Don't be dumb! Just take it home with you.
Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course! It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so you can start the next one. And if it gets bad, I'll kill you!
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. Man, MC's a slow fucking reader. I might fall behind on some shows if I don't get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. And I will show my poem next time on Gliitchzz Tries to Hit on Girls. Wait. That's a bad title. Bye-bye, everybody. It was a lot of fun. I killed my voice. I will see you tomorrow, probably, with some Undertale. I'm going back to the beginnings. The beginnings. The things that made my streams what they were. I'm going back to